Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers suggest that Bridge Forrester, Ashley Jones, may pull some DNA magic to make Will Spencer, Crew Morrow, not that baby daddy. Will Bridget save her nephew from a life tied to Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, and the rest of her lunatic family? After all, Lai Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, lied about Luna's survival, or Will wouldn't be in this mess. Katie Logan, Heather Tom, has called her Aunt Bridget for a very important favor. Of course, Bridget will be shocked to learn that Luna is alive and well. After all, Bridget was at the hospital when Lai declared her dead. Now Bridget is about to get the whole story as to what happened in the hospital after Luna's death. Katie wants to make sure there is no way that this test can be faked, so she called Bridget to make sure it is gone right. This certainly excludes allowing Lai or John Finnegan. Katie wants the real answers, not something that was made up by one of Luna's relatives. Will Bridget change the test results without telling them? Luna is convinced that Will is the father of her baby. However, those tests were done really fast and way too close to her sleeping with Will for that child to be his. Luna is very nervous when Bridget arrives to administer the test. However, Luna is very confident in her answer, but let's see if she's right. Sometimes overconfidence is just that. Katie is sure that Luna cannot tamper with this one. Bridget will perform the paternity test later in the week. This will probably end up being the Friday cliffhanger, because we all want the results so badly. Everyone trusts Bridget to be honest about the paternity test. It would be rather ironic if Bridget lied about the paternity if the child does belong to Will, but perhaps she wants to ensure his happiness and put Luna behind bars. Bridget could free the whole family from being tied to Luna for life by lying about this kid's paternity. After all, Katie isn't going to worry about raising this kid if it doesn't belong to Will. Could Bridget be the key to helping Will keep his relationship with Electra Forrester, Lania Grace, on track? Will Bridget lie to help them all? If this kid isn't Will's, he can move on with his life without worrying about Luna or her child. Unfortunately, the truth may end up coming out at some time, causing issues later on. Will Bridget choose the greater good, or is honesty going to be the best policy in her eyes? Los Angeles is about to witness another storm in the Forrester universe. And at the eye of it is none other than Bridget Forrester. With her heart torn between honesty and protection, Bridget's latest choices are guaranteed to rock the foundations of Forrester Creations and the Logan Forrester family legacy. A shocking decision has been made. Bridget fakes a DNA test to save little Will from Luna Nozawa, whose obsession and manipulations are escalating faster than anyone could have anticipated. It all began when Luna, driven by a complicated mix of desire and jealousy, decided to stake a claim on Will. Her emotional instability, combined with her uncanny ability to charm Liam and even weave herself into the Logan family's life, set off alarms. Liam, torn between protecting Will and placating Luna, found himself in uncharted territory. His protective instincts clashed with his hope for peace, leaving him vulnerable to Luna's manipulations. Enter Bridget. The brilliant and compassionate doctor had always been Will's rock. As Luna's demands grew more audacious, Bridget realized that legal and ethical protocols alone would not shield Will from potential harm. She agonized over her next steps. Every decision weighed against the possibility of forever altering Will's life. The thought of Luna holding custody, even temporarily, sent shivers down her spine. Bridget knew the first step was to secure the DNA test results. The paternity test, which could determine whether Will was truly Liam's biological son, or, in Luna's twisted narrative, Luna's rightful claim, was the key to the entire dilemma. However, knowing the volatility of everyone involved, Bridget understood that presenting the truth could backfire catastrophically. The Logan family could splinter. Liam could spiral into guilt and rage. Hope might lash out uncontrollably. After long nights pacing in her office at Forrester Creations and countless heart-wrenching phone calls with both Liam and Hope, Bridget made her decision. She would forge the DNA results, but not out of malice. Her reasoning was pure. Will's safety and stability trumped everything else. But forging the results was no small feat. Bridget enlisted the help of a trusted colleague in the medical field, someone who could ensure the results appeared legitimate and untouchable. Every meticulous detail was attended to, from lab stamps to digital signatures. Bridget knew the moment the results were handed over, nothing would stop the chaos that would follow. When the results were revealed, the reaction was immediate and explosive. Liam, believing the DNA proved Will was unquestionably his, felt a wave of relief that almost knocked him off his feet. Hope, though suspicious of the timing, clutched Will tightly, tears streaming down her face as she whispered promises of protection. Luna, on the other hand, could barely contain her fury. Her carefully constructed facade cracked as she realized her path to custody had been blocked, at least temporarily. The tension was palpable. Luna's eyes, dark with resentment, darted between Bridget and Liam. "You think this changes anything?" she hissed, voice trembling with rage. "Will belongs to me. He's mine by right." Bridget, composed but fierce, responded calmly. "Will is a child, Luna. He deserves safety, stability, and love, not chaos. That's what I'm giving him." As expected, Luna did not take the deception lightly. Her obsession intensified, fueling plans that threatened to shatter the Forrester and Logan families even further. Secretly, she began digging into Bridget's professional history, trying to find a thread she could exploit to prove the DNA results were falsified. At the same time, she manipulated Liam's emotions, sowing seeds of doubt about whether he was truly the father and whether Bridget's interference was ethical or even legal. Meanwhile, Bridget found herself trapped in a moral labyrinth. Every interaction with Liam, Hope, and even Bill Forrester reminded her of the delicate balance she had created. The fake results were only a temporary shield. At some point, the truth would surface, and the fallout could be catastrophic. She wrestled with guilt nightly, questioning whether protecting Will justified bending reality and the law. Hope Logan, ever the moral compass, began noticing discrepancies in the timing and documentation of the DNA results. She approached Bridget privately, concerned and cautious. "Bridget," she said, her voice soft but firm. "I don't know why you're keeping secrets, but if something happens, Will could be hurt. You need to tell us the truth." Bridget, torn between loyalty and honesty, replied, "Hope, I did what I had to do. This wasn't about deception for personal gain. It was about keeping Will safe. I can't let him fall into Luna's hands." Hope's expression softened, understanding the intent behind the deception but recognizing the danger it posed. The two women shared a quiet moment of solidarity, knowing that whatever came next would test their courage, their ethics, and their resilience. Liam's internal struggle was equally compelling. The relief he felt when the DNA results were revealed was fleeting, replaced by a gnawing sense of unease. He knew Luna's behavior was escalating, and he couldn't ignore the subtle inconsistencies that suggested something wasn't right with the DNA results. His trust in Bridget was absolute, but Liam's instinct as a father screamed caution. Throughout the week, viewers will see Liam oscillate between gratitude and suspicion, caught in a storm of conflicting emotions. Every smile with Will, every protective embrace, carries the weight of uncertainty. And as Luna lurks in the shadows, Liam's patience and judgment are pushed to their limits. Bridget's decision brings up one of the most compelling ethical dilemmas in recent B&B history. Is it right to bend the truth if it protects an innocent child? This storyline explores the tension between legal obligations and moral duty, highlighting the emotional stakes for every character involved. Fans are left questioning whether Bridget's actions, though well-intentioned, could set a dangerous precedent for future conflicts within the Forrester and Logan families. While the fake DNA results provide temporary respite, Luna is far from defeated. Expect a series of shocking twists over the coming weeks. Luna's schemes. Luna may attempt to manipulate other characters, possibly even Wyatt or Steffi, to regain access to Will. Her cunning, emotional instability, and unpredictable behavior make her a formidable adversary. Bridget's secret at risk. A slip-up, an overlooked detail, or Luna's relentless investigation could expose Bridget's deception. The consequences could jeopardize her career, her relationship with Liam, and the stability of Will's home life. Hope's investigation. Hope's instinctual curiosity and protective nature may drive her to uncover inconsistencies in the DNA test, putting her at odds with Bridget but ultimately bringing the truth closer to light. Liam's confrontation. Liam may face an impossible choice if the truth emerges. Does he side with honesty, risking Will's immediate safety, or continue believing in the forged results to maintain the current peace? The fallout is set to ripple across both the Forrester and Logan households. Bill, ever the schemer, could leverage the situation for personal gain, while Steffi and Finn may be drawn into the chaos if Luna targets their family for leverage. Every character's loyalty will be tested, and alliances may shift in ways fans could never predict. Fans of the bold and the beautiful are already buzzing with theories. Social media is alight with speculation. Will the truth come out sooner than expected? Can Bridget maintain the delicate balance she's created? And most importantly, will remain safe in the eye of Luna's storm? The genius of this storyline lies in its emotional resonance. Bridget's decision is relatable, yet controversial, sparking debate about morality, parenting, and the lengths one will go to protect a child. It's a masterclass in tension, blending heart-wrenching drama with suspenseful plotting, hallmarks of the bold and the beautiful at its finest. At its core, this arc is about Bridget. Her character shines as a woman caught between love, loyalty, and the law. She embodies the struggle of every parent trying to shield a child from harm, even when it means making morally ambiguous choices. Fans will see her courage, her vulnerability, and her unwavering commitment to Will's well-being, cementing her role as a pivotal figure in the Forrester legacy. The coming weeks promise shocking confrontations, emotional upheavals, and a crescendo of tension as the truth inches closer to revelation. Luna's obsession, Bridget's deception, Liam's protective instincts, and Hope's investigative nature form a combustible mix, guaranteeing that every scene will be fraught with suspense. As the story unfolds, one thing is certain. The bold and the beautiful continues to excel at delivering the kind of emotional roller coaster that has kept fans captivated for decades. Bridget's decision to fake the DNA test may save Will, for now. But the repercussions will resonate far beyond this single act, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats. In a world where truth and deception collide, Bridget Forrester's choice to fake the DNA results to protect Will from Luna represents one of the boldest moves in recent Forrester history. It's a storyline filled with suspense, ethical dilemmas, and emotional depth. One that highlights the complexity of human relationships and the lengths we go to safeguard those we love. With alliances shifting, secrets simmering, and emotions running high, the next few episodes promise drama, heartbreak, and shock revelations. Will Bridget's deception hold, or will Luna find a way to reclaim what she believes is hers? One thing is certain, Will's safety, and the fate of the Forrester-Logan families, hangs in the balance, keeping viewers glued to their screens. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our BOLD and BUTIFULUPDATE YouTube channel for more update news.